Then I go to the back, I open 1 pound of red color liquid is on the seat, no?
thesmartlocal.com.
Hi guys!
Hello!
We asked our followers on TSL IG what are some things they always wanted to ask guys. So, you four are here to give a male perspective.
So you brought the 4 manliest men to give our expert advice.
There's an alpha, beta, then what? Charlie and the delta. Usually this is the not so professional, but yours is the very professional and the professional.
Correct.
How do you think I became the first sperm?
Yeah. Question 1. Ooh. Do men feel intimidated when their girlfriend/wife earn more than them? I am all for equality and equity. I don't see why that this should be a problem.
It's like they don't know whether they should split Dutch for like big purchases like housing, like car, that kind. Kids
But then
cars,
again,
that
if you reach the point in your life whereby you talk about house and car, it should be okay to discuss this percent. So you just know, before when it's still girlfriend stage, she give you iPad, you give her.
Sanitary pad?
Alah.
No, not buy.
No, still okay. If
It's
the
not-
consensus is there.
The only point where I feel a bit like jialat liao is when she keep mentioning, hey, I earn more than you leh. Or maybe the parents or my parent or whoever or the external people that, hey, now you earn lesser than your wife. Then I will scared lah. Yeah, but if not you guys don't kacau then we happy, morning pia, afternoon work, night pia. That's it.
Pia is what?
Hit the mosquito. Plays a lot of dengue.
I thought it's to If a couple lives together, how should duties like household chores and child rearing be split?
Oh, it's child rearing. I think
It depends on the career and the job scope you have lah. Like if you travel a lot then the child confirm not fly with me on the plane right? Then child bearing is of course the one got the womb then bear.
But you one hand can hold the stomach up when.
So when you walk, hey, Bia, okay. Can lah.
If you all know that your careers and your whatever is gonna require you all to be full time in office, busy all the time, then maybe it's not time to bring in a child, bro.
But what if it's the
Then if you chikapam, that means your priorities will have to shift. Because now you have created a life, right? But of course, my answer will be to be as evenly as possible. And if someone feels that you should contribute more, speak up.
But you can tell you can read the mind when the partner not happy, the dish will wash the other.
No wonder like the plane why a lot of scratches.
They will walk a bit louder. Will mumble a bit more. Then the laundry basket put down very loud. Are girls who are short and small more attractive? Only lady that can be on par, maybe like Ronda Rousey, those kind. Which is okay, right?
The one pia is not I pia her, is she pia me. But when I say yes, I mean like 1+1 to me. Because got a bit of contrast, then the
Like
feeling
char-siew
a bit different. But char siew 1/4, heng smart.
I would say like 165 minimum.
So cannot be too short lah.
Yeah, cannot be too. If too short, right, you look like my younger sister. Then I like. Then when go out, people will be like, your sister or your
That's
girlfriend?
not good.
Not
wait,
cool.
when
Then
you
if
say-
your girlfriend face a bit tall, then your mother or your girlfriend.
not good.
They'll kena sia, then like.
Oh, you all date someone taller than you?
Yes.
For me, if I say this, if I got no rights to answer this usually in a relationship, I a bit alpha one. I'm imagine the girl 2 meter, then I suddenly become
Alpha is an energy.
no. When I see her, the energy low like cheat like that.
That means you fake alpha.
That means you're fake alpha.
Alpha is a mentality, it's a state of mind.
Lion alpha or not? But when lion see the elephant, how the alpha? It's not the state of mind
Say the girlfriend elephant now.
In order to test that out, please, if you are more than 195 cm tall, if you are a lady, please comment down below.
Slide into it.
I will make sure we film together.
Okay, next question. Where do guys go for relationship advice? Guys go to each other lah.
They go to youtube.com, then they search about TSL, then they search for bully and chill. Understand?
Yeah, that's true.
Then 2 days later they broke up.
I would say for me, female friends.
I think I will go for like friends who are similar to me in relationship.
A bit opposite than what you do lah. So I will still ask Zabo for advice because if the problem is with the Zabo, I need to know how Zabo think, But the problem is because of how I think, then got conflict. So I need to find someone that is not the same thinking as me. Then I need like 10 of them to convince me, so that I can think the same as my Zabo. So the problem will be gone.
So 10
10 Wow.
So at the time you finish talking to 10 people, your zabo gone.
Technically, this one will also create more problem.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Walao, our problem, you go and find another zaba.
then somehow, break up. Actually, this job like better.
And I think in the first place, your partner should be okay with you trusting a friend enough to share problems with. So if your partner is like, oh, what do you think about other girls? Then very simple. My answer to this type of relationship is always clear, and Bolin has heard it many times.
Cut, delete,
Break up.
shift, delete. Yeah.
No lah, I trust that like people always have to turn to someone to find advice ma. Girls are better at delivering this type of solutions than guys, because a lot of my guys friends will be just like
Hey, lah, just man up and say sorry lah.
when it's like that's not the solution.
Your male friend so good one. All my male friends is like,
Hey, the forest so many flowers, just like another one lah.
But this is what I mean.
Why you never ask your parents for advice?
some parents is like very brother with you. Some parents is
Cannot relationship 100%. I tell you, I make sure you and my hand got relationship.
So I think the best advice would be to first communicate with your partner lah. You go to another platform to find to look for advice when actually you can contact the person directly. If you really cannot find a solution or answer, and then I think from there then you can ask other people lah. Attention seeking girls irritating, or do guys actually find that cute?
Okay, wait. Attention seeking.
this one really must have a definition.
Prefer if a girl sim for you, not?
Simp.
Simp.
Oh, simple.
Wow, this new chim chim one
I like girls that are subtle. I like if you post IG story, just post my arm that kind.
Oh, I got a lot of this friend go out eat with Zaba take the nene only and the fork. I'll take the arm only. Tell you, go out eat with the guy eat with the watch. Help me censor, I want to scold. You all tell you purposely. Oh no lah, I just eat with I got tried this before. Got one post I eat with one lady friend. We go eat Hai Di Lao. Then I say, hey, I want to purposely try this. Hey, you put your hand like that. Get the Hai Di Lao. Then I take. Then people are like, wow, that's obviously a Zaba's hand. You know?
Yeah, it feels like if you do that, okay, to me, like, it feels like you are more fishing for comments on it. Instead of like, you totally don't post. Do guys share about their sex lives with their bros?
And yesterday I plugged this.
I think maybe the horny teenage boys in secondary school sometimes they share about their non-existent sex lives.
Wow, you
Just
one
like
shot
this.
attack the don't know 200,000 population. This one I think this must depends on your friend one. Got two types of friend. One is like they don't really ask this kind of. It's like they maybe really just quite subtle. Oh, you guys yesterday watch Netflix together solo. The other one is like, oh really already not? Got the from the behind one or not? Like wow, you do what you Dora the Explorer.
So wait, I'm curious.
I think it's not only about sex. I feel like any form of physical intimacy.
If they prom already, you will say.
To be honest, I won't.
Different,
I would
right?
I would feel like it's a very personal thing to me. Very disrespectful to like, you know,
Kiss and tell lah. I
Yeah,
think
kiss and
nobody
tell,
likes someone that kisses
in
and
essence,
tells.
kiss.
Form all the sister all together go out. They all talk about their boyfriend one. You bloody. All go and talk. Wow, hey.
Sex very good. Wah, he do the time he never buy me this, he never do that. He very small, very big.
Oh bloody idiot you! I tell you, you better control. Oh, we guys see so nice, gentlemen.
I never thought on it. Most just show the video. Why is marriage so terrifying for so many guys?
I think this is for most people who are afraid of commitment. Then you'll be afraid of marriage lah. But honestly, if you know what you want and you don't want, that's fine.
When I think about marriage, and then there's like
You cannot put
being
up,
an adult,
you cannot put other people.
being an adult, and then like paying for like the house, then and the bills, and more of the financial things lah. So I
Yeah.
think that's what some people associate like marriage
right.
with.
If you get in the relationship with the wrong person for the next 50 years, and then at the 30th year, you're break up lah or divorce lah, with the amount of responsibilities and risk there is lah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Correct.
yeah. There are 3 levels of a person that I really feel lah.
Okay.
So the first one is chemistry. You must have chemistry with the person.
Chemistry.
The next one is English, right?
Physics.
Bio,
then
bio.
Oh,
Physics
okay,
then
okay.
bio.
Second level is character. Character is like whether you like a person for who they are. Their personality lah. Are they a jovial person? Some people like bubbly people, some people don't like. Some people like attention-seeking people, some people like subtle people.
Sorry. Some people like Barbie people.
Bubbly lah! Last one is core of the person. What does the person want to do with their life? Is it similar to yours or not?
In the real world, 90% won't hit one.
You might not hit this with your partners right now, but you all can develop to slowly hit all those things one. And so marriage is not terrifying. What's terrifying is going into something, a long commitment, without knowing what you want.
I still feel that relationship no need to really by the book one. You follow your feel lah. It's like maybe the first night you want to piak, and you're like, hey, how to piak? Just go. That's how the billions of people piak in the past 100 years, you know. correct what? 7 billion people, right?
Okay.
Yeah, there's 7 billion people. That means to say in the last 100 years, got 14 billion people. No, we don't have so many people.
Why do some men have mostly female friends? And is that a red flag?
I feel attacked because I have a lot more female friends than male friends. My male friends, right, they add a different type of value to my life. It's not the can turn to emotional advice kind of people. So for me, right, I feel that like I'm a person with a lot more soft issues than hard issues. So like, right, I end up making more female friends.
But for me, right, I emotional, but then I also, but mostly 80% of what I showcase is like I a bit happy, friendly brother like that, you know. So when I emo the time, I want to talk properly about relationship. When hey brother, you know, me and my girlfriend cannot, yeah. And then you know, they always give this kind of stupid, you know.
Yeah, boy.
So you would naturally like go and talk. Your female friend like, really? What happened?
Yeah,
oh
boy.
My God. You see, that's why we will gravitate towards, you know.
But Hafiz is the kind of guy that will ask you like what happened.
No, that's why I say depending.
Out of 10 ladies, maybe one Hafiz. You get what
10
I mean?
ladies, one Hafiz.
Like out of 10 ladies,
I don't mind one.
That-
10 ladies, one. I don't mind.
One way to bridge this gap, right, is for me as a guy to introduce my female friends.
Yeah, that's the first thing I usually do with my girlfriend. I will
It's
bring
common
them
sense.
to meet all my closest friends.
Yeah. Does a female's attractiveness drop if she wishes to get intimate on the first date?
Yeah.
I would say it depends on the girl's first level of attractiveness.
I think attractiveness very, very, very wide.
That one quite a good one. You know what's his first level of attractiveness?
Chemistry.
No, he said,
I remember just now. Chemistry. That means the chemistry gun, got liquid courage then.
no need liquid courage. I'm a very touch person. So in first date, suddenly you want to hold my hand. No, not like that. First date, you want to hold my hand. You want to hold other things. I also, okay.
Your back.
Have you hold a water bottle? Because she got back, right?
Hold the conversation.
Oh, I thought hold the.
It depends on the way the character. If she's like the very very straightforward, then the intimate is not like a subtle hint. It's like a drunk already. Hey, I want your,
like that, sure. Okay.
I want your inside. Then I'm like, whoa, walao, wait, this one is like a monster, you know. Want to eat me up already, you know. Then I was scared. The attractiveness suddenly becomes zero. No matter if you don't wear that day, if you go to the bar, then you naked or what. I also the attractiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, my elephant cannot stand it.
Guys also must do things tactfully, right?
The handsome guy, wow, a bit subtle.
Yeah, you must follow what Dion did, 你要一起吃饭吗？
I mean，你要一起吃饭吗？
At the end of the day, it depends on how much you have what do you call it? How much you have clicked with the other person lah. And then if you also can tell like, there's a similar vibe to you, like are down to getting intimate, and then yeah, go for it. I don't think you will seem unattractive to the other party.
Occasionally, some girls can get bitchy about how other girls look. Is this the same amongst men? Do you see the meme about how guys compliment each other?
Yeah.
Wow, hey, Fizz, your hair. Wow, such jokes today. Hey, John, this one, wow.
Literally fire, right?
Wow, Japanese, this one, wow. I judge the way a person, like the person's demeanor or like the person's etiquette.
Right.
Like if you're sitting in a restaurant and then you hear some like guy shouting at the waiter, that kind, right? They'll be like, the hell's wrong with this person?
So you mean you hear Bolin's voice?
No lah, Bolin don't shout at the waiter, Bolin's the waiter.
No lah. This is the thing about guys and girls, okay? The girls, right, when they don't know each other, when they're still like not close, right? Wow, they will bitch. Then when they close, right, suddenly they sister go toilet together in bed.
No, they'll say, babe, oh my god,
Yeah,
babe.
boy. Yeah.
Babe.
Then for guys, right, when we don't know each other well enough, we're damn polite. And then when we know each other well enough, you face, hey you face, then we go out for drinks.
What do you think about periods?
I don't even think about them. Why must you think about periods?
Hey, whole right one.
I don't understand why girls think that it's such a harsh and disgusting manner. In fact, sometimes I do track my girlfriend's cycle. So she sometimes gets crampy and then life gets tough, you know, then those will be the times where I try to be a little bit more caring than usual, just to show that she's appreciated. Because can you imagine the rest of your life, every month, that is something you experience? Wouldn't it be nice if you be nicer? Yeah, so period is period. Like, you ask me buy pad, just tell me what size I help you buy lah.
The only time that I feel period like a bit foreign object, then I a bit scared. It's only when it's from a stranger. So 4 years ago, I was an Uber driver. Then I drove. Then there's this lady like keep rushing me. Can you drive faster? Then I'm like, then never mind, I tantiam. Then send her back already. Then I smell something damn weird. Period, I think got different viscosity one sometimes. I don't know why. Yeah, got different viscosity.
Medium
one.
rare, well done.
Yeah, that one is like blue.
Huh?
No, the color, the rawness. So basically, I smell something wrong. Then I go to the back, I open one pile of red color liquid is on the seat, no? Then because the smell is like, I think mix a bit of the urine, I don't know lah, I don't know what's going on. I think that's why she keep rushing me. Then suddenly halfway through she never rushed, then I know, okay, something, is it because halfway through never rushed because I already come out already?
Honestly, if you're in an Uber and then you feel like you want to puke, you tell your Uber driver, I want to puke, right? So if you, I need to get a pad, my period is coming, it's something you should be able to tell guys as well.
I think if that time you tell me, if you're watching, if that time you tell me,
drive to
I could have been the ambassador for Uber. No?
Come out the newspaper.
Come on newspaper, buy pad for bloody idiot, the lady, the whole world know. What are some of the things that females have misconceptions about men?
They compare length.
They compare boob size. The nene so small, don't want. But you don't know lah. Got some people they don't care the size one.
I got one thing that I feel lah. Guys don't care about personal hygiene. I do have one or two black sheep that like kind of spoil it for everyone, right? But I'm pretty sure that most men are very concerned about their personal hygiene.
Especially those guys that are very horny one. Every time go out want to drink with lady. I got a few friends. Why must it be drink? Let me listen first. Seriously, listen first. Yeah, because their mind is like, oh, tonight what if the lady intimate? But then if my hygiene no good then when she depends then oh. Anyway.
But it will nurture good hygiene.
Hygiene, correct. So
You still very considerate.
Yes.
It is very considerate.
Very considerate, right?
Horny but considerate.
Well, I think one of the misconceptions that I hear a lot is that guys no emotions, but guys are emotional creatures also. You see, when Bolin put his Chinese song like 2 a.m, you know what's up.
When I put the story, then the word was small.
He's that kind of guy lah.
Every time I report.
I never put any. Okay, so the next question. Okay, this one very interesting. Guys in Singapore are quite passive and shy when it comes to dating, but are intimidated when a girl asks them out. What's going on?
I think a lot of Singaporean guys are quite passive and shy because that's just the way we were kind of brought up. But like the thing about it is that if a girl asks us out, I highly doubt if the reason that they say no is intimidation is probably because they don't like you lah.
I think Singaporean guys got two types. The first type, right, is the guy that will date out his league one. Then he'll be like, wow, shit, damn paiseh, like don't dare. And the second type is like a more normal girl next door, that kind. And then he might not know how to go about doing it. I think one thing that I read before, right, is like, don't be afraid to go for the best looking person in the room.
But I go already, they cannot.
Then you go for second best looking one, which is yourself.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I need to scold it. When I'm into someone, right, I will be quite active. I am being brought up in the sense that if I want something, if I like something, or if you don't get it, it's confirmed don't have. For some girls, like people like Siu, Siu is a bit different. Yeah. She's like, even if I go, so what? I want it, I go get it. She's now happy together forever.
Correct. What are your thoughts when girls say that men are trash?
Sometimes I agree. Most of the guys, you will still go through this period where you are really, jerk face. Then after that, you know that cannot. Then you realize you mature, you grow up.
Let's get to know them in a friendship capacity first, and from there you will be able to suss out non-verbal vibes from this person lah.
Yeah.
But of course, if you do want to pursue a relationship with someone like that, or to get intimate with someone like that, you must know, what you're getting yourself into.
Change what you cannot accept what you cannot change. So the people you date are things that you can change. So you have to take a step back and also think okay, why are you like attracted to this kind of people?
So in Chinese it's called 男人不坏女人不爱
Hey, he's going.
Okay, translation is the guy not trash, girl no like.
NANI?
男人不坏，女人不爱。
Women like bad guys.
See, there are two kinds of dating, okay? First kind of dating is to play game,
Yeah.
Like the thrill, oh my god, this guy like damn hot, I want to get together with him. And the second one is the one that I keep talking about, the
commitment
the commitment kind. That really you know the person's chemistry with you, you know the person's character, you know the person's core. That one not funny If that one you still can say men are trash, it means that you really haven't sussed it out enough. They always say don't date your friends, but actually, right, it is
why not?
Maybe you have like 20 guy friends. just nice the 2019 of them is
Oh
trash.
dear.
Then 19 trash, then really men all trash. Yeah, true lah, because 20 men only what. Then the 2019, why left one, the one is the father. Chinese called 白马王子 lah. Your white horse, the prince.
Prince Charming lah.
Oh, yeah, your Prince Charming haven't come to you ma. You are what you attract, Find someone that the mindset is different from you then you go and copy their mindset. Then you will attract those not trash one Then if you attract the not trash one, then you say, not my type. Then too bad lah.
I think that like for what Menden mentioned, for girls especially, if you all say men are trash and you don't do anything about it, right? Then like what Hafiz mentioned, that one is your fault. And for the men who are trash, can don't.
For the sake of all the guys.
Yeah, I think all these questions today we answer are quite valid. Like, I can see them coming from our female fans. But my advice, especially since a lot of these come from, I guess, from a relationship standpoint.
Yes.
Get to know your male friends better.
Yes.
It's gonna sound controversial as shit, but get your heart broken a few times and you'll grow up.
Life, yeah, sure. Sometimes you want to, prep a bit more, make sure that, things go smoothly. But the part of the beauty of life is uncertainty also lah. So you just go with the flow lah. But let's say if you're scared about the period one, only that one I can control. That one don't think too much, okay? Period nothing one. But if you sit Uber or Grab, then if your period coming, please go and tell the driver lah. Okay? Yeah, please. The blood very hard to clean. Lucky my one leather. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Ask TSL.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And remember to ring the notification bell below.
And don't forget to watch all our videos over there.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.